Miss Nelson Has a Field Day by
By Harry.
by Harry Allard and illustrated by James Marshall. Harry Allard and James Marshall. Miss Nelson Has a Field Day. Miss Nelson Has a Field Day. Harry Allard and James Marshall. Published by Houghton Mifflin Company in Boston. And it's dedicated to someone's godchild, Charlotte Kavanaugh, and for Jack Kearney. All right. There's the kids at the school. Oh, they look forlorn. They're sitting on their stoop, and there's their teacher. And that is a flag, I think, of Texas. So you know this is in Texas, which is in the United States. For some weeks now, gloom had blanketed the Horace B. Smedley School. No one laughed or threw spitballs. No one even smiled. Miss Nelson was worried. There she is. She's like, oh my, these kids really look down. They're not laughing. They're not even doing spitballs. Everyone was down in the dumps. Yeah, the cafeteria ladies were down in the dumps, the kids at lunch. Even the cafeteria ladies lost their sparkle. Mr. Blansworth was so depressed, he hid under his desk. There he is, the principal. It's the worst team in the whole state, he said. And it was true. The Smedley Tornadoes were just pitiful. They hadn't won a game all year. See, that's the high school, that's their school football team. They're not very good. They hadn't scored even a single point. And lately, they seemed only interested.
He hadn't won a game.
All right, yeah, I read that. Let's see, right? Yeah, that's right. They hadn't won a game all year.
And lately, they seemed.
And lately, they seemed only interested in horsing around and in giving Coach the business. Why practice? They said. We'll only lose anyway. Yeah, they're just goofing off and not practicing. We're in for it now, said old Pop Hansen, the janitor. The big Thanksgiving game is coming up, and the werewolves from Central are real animals. They'll make mincemeat out of our team. He's imagining the other team being real tough. What's to be done, said Miss Nelson. We need a real expert, said Pop. Miss Nelson's getting some ideas. That afternoon, while Miss Nelson was grading papers, she heard wild laughter. It was coming from the teacher's lounge. Ha, 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 ha. Oh, ha, ha, ha. Coach Armstrong had cracked up. Look, he's standing on his desk. I'll make us a fresh pot of coffee, said Miss Nelson. Yeah, she said, have a seat, let's have some coffee, take some deep breaths. When Coach had calmed down, Miss Nelson took him home in a taxi. You need a nice long rest, she said. The next day it was announced over the PA, that's the speaker, that Coach Armstrong would be out for a long time with the measles. Who will take his place, said the kids. Oh, he has the measles, Francis, the coach, and a new coach. Here they are at the ice cream parlor, thinking about it and talking about it, and there's Miss Nelson. When Miss Nelson passed by Lulu's after school, a serious discussion was going on. We need someone who can really get the team into shape for the big Thanksgiving game, said one kid. Someone who knows how to get results. It's too bad Miss Viola Swamp isn't around, said another. Who? Said a kid who was new in town. You've never heard of this Viola Swamp? Said the first kid. The meanest substitute in the whole wide world? She's a real witch. She'd have no trouble getting results. Mr. Blansworth happened to overhear. He said, oh, there's Mr. Blansworth in the chair. He heard them too. Said Miss Nelson, and she wasted no time getting home. Here she is, going home. After rummaging around in her closet, she found what she was looking for, an ugly black sweatsuit. Then she made an important phone call. I'll be right there, said the voice at the other end. I wonder who she called, huh? The next day, Mr. Blansworth announced that there would be football practice as usual. Whoever it is, said the guys, let's really give him the business. The doors to Coach's office flew open, and out stepped a lady in an ugly black dress. My name is Viola Swamp, said the lady, and I'm here to get results. It's Blansworth, cried the kids. Ah, ha, 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 and they laughed him off the field. He's in a costume. That's not Viola Swamp. Oh, rats, said Blansworth. How could they tell? Just then, the guys heard the sound of squeaky tennis shoes. Squeak, squeak, squeak. I am Coach Swamp, said the lady in the black sweatsuit. Holy smoke, cried the team. The Swamp. Oh, is it really her? Oh my gosh. The team's fullback tried to pussyfoot away. Not so fast, Mr. Smarty, said Coach Swamp. She grabbed him by the ankle. Wow, said one of the guys. Did you see that tackle? Coach Swamp was a real expert. She put the team to work right away. Yeah, she said, leg lift, go, whistle, go, next leg, go, go, faster, no lollygagging, do it. The guys had never done so many leg raises. Move, more, said Coach Swamp. They'd never run so fast. Faster, yelled Coach Swamp. This is murder, said the guys. Pipe down, said Coach Swamp. Yeah, listen up, I'm the coach now. In only a matter of days, the Smedley Tornadoes were looking better. Coach Swamp really gave them the business. Yeah, they were running with the ball and catching it and happy again and kicking the ball and looking good. Mr. Blainsworth was a little puzzled, however. Who is that Miss Swamp? He said. Maybe Miss Nelson knows. I'll go ask. Oh, I thought Miss Swamp was Miss Nelson, but there she is. Miss Nelson was busy creating papers when Blainsworth looked in. I don't want to disturb her, said Blainsworth. She probably doesn't know anyway. Down on the field, Coach Swamp was having a little talk with the team. And don't ever think you can horse around again, she said, because the Swamp will be watching. When Coach Armstrong returned after his rest, he was very surprised by what he found. The guys played like a real team. How did this happen? Said Coach Armstrong. Said the guys. And there's Twyla Swamp in the window, and there's Miss Nelson in another window. So, oh my gosh, is Viola Swamp real? Oh my gosh. On Thanksgiving Day, the Tornadoes clobbered the werewolves 77-3. It was a great day for the Horace B. Smedley School. Yay, team, we did it! Smedley School, woohoo! Mr. Blainsworth treated the whole team to hot dogs at Lulu's. Miss Nelson went home tired and happy. Sometimes you just have to get tough, she told her sister Barbara. And by the way, thanks for filling in for me. Anytime, said Barbara. Wait a minute. So Barbara pretended to be...
Viola?
What? No, she pretended to be...
Coach Swamp.
The teacher. Miss Nelson. And Miss Nelson was Coach Swamp. Aha, Miss Nelson was Coach Swamp, and her twin sister pretended to be Miss Nelson. So everyone was tricked. Wow. The end.